I've mentioned one or two forms of funding, haven't I? I mean, I mentioned Europe, Creative Europe. There are foundations in the United States that, like Sundance, that do some funding. That I'm not sure if they still have an international. Do you know, Claire, if they still have an international? Yes. So ITVS don't anymore, do they?
ITVS doesn't, but Sundance does.
Yeah, so they have an international scheme. I think Tribeca does, so that people from all over are eligible for those. They're not just for US producers or filmmakers. There are tax breaks. Many countries have tax breaks for production, and we take advantage of that. And the other side of it is that our distribution goals are always also multifaceted, and it's obvious, I know, but you know, we look to have a theatrical. Well, first of all, we look to festival exhibitions. We look at theatrical, which can come off festival. So I'm executive producer on a film that we didn't produce, but we came on board towards the end. That premiered at Sheffield Doc Fest, and that helped us to get a distributor for a theatrical distribution. Theatrical distribution doesn't make money, but it's a huge shop window for your film. So you can get press, you know, you can get sort of trade press, reviews in in the national newspapers. You can get articles in magazines to do with the film, the subject of the film, which are not film magazines. You know, they have their own specialization. Our films, by the way, I should say, are varied. We've done festivals, theatrical, and in order to do theatrical, not only is there the challenge of making the film theatrical in the first place and then finding a distributor to do that, but you also have to negotiate. If you've got a broadcaster commission, you have to negotiate that window for theatrical to take place. That negotiation is becoming easier, in fact. Lots of things are becoming harder, but that's becoming easier because it's kind of recognized that we have to access all these different kinds of funding and distribution. Then we go for DVD, which is still a thing. I mean, I think people were writing off DVD 10 years ago, but it's still a thing for us. It, you know, stocking fillers at Christmas and, you know, those kind of things. What do you give to somebody who's got, you know, most things, but you're not going to spend 100 quid on them. So it's still a significant thing for us. And then all of the, you know, internet platforms, iTunes, and I don't think we've worked with Netflix yet, but that's an ambition for us to do. So we'll be looking to talk to them with one of our next projects.